Today we have another young Indian with us as part of the Voice of the Young series. Hello, everyone. Good to be back with you. Today we have with us Kaibalyapati Mishra. Let's hear from him.
Hello, sir. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, sir, for having me here in your Voice of the Young series, and thank you so much for this commendable effort that you are putting in. So myself, Kaibalyapati Mishra, I am currently pursuing a PhD in economics in Center for Economic Studies and Policy at Institute of Social and Economic Change, Bangalore, in India. Today, as a part of this Vidped session, I would like to talk about economic research education in India and the role that the teachers have. In terms of bringing in kids from the rural and village background to contribute something significant to the economic research education in India.
Okay.
And doing that, I will also highlight the names and the contributions of some of the teachers that have actually, made me what I am today, which I could not imagine like 10 years ago.
Why don't we
So,
start with that first? Who brought you up and all? We can postpone the serious stuff a little bit. Let's first hear your personal, who brought you up, who made you who you are, because human interest is always interesting. Can we have
yes,
that first, please?
definitely, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
So I come from this village Kalbirapur Sutampur in the Puri district of Odisha. So I did my, bachelor's in Bhubaneswar, Bakshi Jagabandhu Vidyadhar Autonomous College, and I did my, higher secondary education there also. Then I moved
By the
to
way, was
Ravenshaw.
that in English or in Odia?
So there was a scope for choosing Odia, but I took English. Because I had the plan to come to research in future.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I did my master's in economics in Ravenshaw University, Cuttack.
Yeah.
So after that, I have moved to this PhD program in Isaac, Bangalore. And to start with, like in my school days, I had a really, helpful and understanding faculty like Assis Naik. He's not with us right now, but my first journal publications acknowledgement section will be definitely dedicated to him because he has had, immense contribution in terms of encouraging me to, realize my potential, and in terms of, monetary support also, acknowledging my financial conditions of the family. He also helped me quite a lot. And
Wow.
moving
That's something, this only you can find in India. That the
exactly,
teachers are actually willing to help monetarily, so
exactly,
far beyond the teaching that they
exactly,
are actually helping you to come up. And if you have a money problem, they actually pay. It's
yes,
unbelievable. This part of
exactly,
India is just unbelievable, I must say. I did not
exactly.
know it still continues. It was there in the old days. But what you are
No, so it
saying is
still
it still
continues.
continues. Some teachers are so dedicated, and
Yes.
really we must thank them.
Yes, sir. I'm absolutely grateful to, not only one, to at each stage of my, educational career till now. I have had really, fabulous, talented and helpful faculties who have brought me up here. So in my plus two days also, we had an economics faculty named Sanjit Mahapatra. He is also there as an associate professor somewhere. So he used to, help me in terms of, I had my mathematics little bit weak, and mathematics is a very crucial part of these days economics education, and he helped me to understand those concepts, and he helped me in terms of providing me books, in terms of to be honest, college uniforms and things like that also. He helped me quite a lot. And I had, this keen interest in psychology as well. I had two other faculties like Bimla Kuzur ma'am and Sudhamani Mishra ma'am. They are in BJP, I think right now also. So they helped me quite a lot in understanding the, crucial concepts of psychology, that, because I couldn't afford to go to a tutorial for such a thing. And to their credit, to be honest, I am very much inclined towards behavioral economics as a new domain of economic research.
Okay.
I mean, as evolving in India as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And in at master's level also, we had a really, enlightening faculty like Asis Senapati. He is someone who actually imbued the research, courage within us to, to go abroad or to go anywhere in India, but to pursue research as a, significant part of our academic career. So, these are the people actually I think I should give the credit. And they are the actual examples for, others as well, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, I give them credit too because I'm talking to you. So
Yes,
I say thank you to them. Okay.
yes,
If they are
yes, sir.
watching this video, I say thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for producing such a student. Okay. I've been a teacher and I know what it means,
Exactly, sir.
right? So
Exactly, sir.
it's very good. It's unbelievable actually. So anyway, let's continue.
Yes, sir. So now, coming up to this, the economic research education in India that I am very much interested to talk about is that, I can give credit to little bit to my enthusiasm and interest that I have been doing economic research in India. But to be honest, what I have felt in these year of, coming from a rural background to, Isaac doing a PhD, is that there is a huge divide. We talk about economic inequality, we talk about like educational attainment and things like that, but there is a huge inequality in terms of the quality of education and information delivery, particularly in economic research as well, economics research as well. Because if you see, economics research has been, to my mind, is the, stepping stone from social science to physical science, or the way around as well. And the it has expanded in length and breadth over time. Like we are now talking about econ physics, we have also stepped into the psychological and neurological sciences domain as well. So this thing is a very good thing for economics research, but at the same time we need quality training and we need quality education for the students that are actually interested in doing such research. In doing so, having access to good softwares, to having access to good appliances, to a good lab, like experimental research is actually growing, very well in India. And definitely having access to quality training is, even a bigger problem for most of the, students in economics research currently. Because honestly, I myself feel this deficiency of me not being able to understand the mathematics and econometrics part of it. And currently, I am doing research in economics theory, like mostly applied microeconomics theory, in which I am trying to study the doctoral admission process in India, like how people are like getting matched, how are they signaling, their attributes to get selected in a particular interest and institute, and how they are actually, in their mind, choosing a particular institute or supervisor to be there, for
Yeah,
their PhD journey. So
yeah,
that's the, interest that I have in my PhD. But to be honest, it requires a great deal of mathematical orientation in terms of knowing the real analysis thing and developing an argument. And to be honest, the theoretical research domain in India is actually very much disadvantaged, because it's very much confined to, a certain institutes in India. Like DSC has a good atmosphere there, ISI institutes they have, like that. A few institutes have the orientation. To be honest, when I'm starting my theory paper, I'm feeling this deficiency within me, because the mostly economics training in India of a, student is mostly based on empirical way. And to rationalize your theory in the in your mind, to develop an argument, to write the proofs and things like that, it's a pretty difficult thing, to be honest, for
yeah,
me.
it is difficult.
Exactly, sir. And if you move to the empirical part as well, I think the coursework structure in PhD programs or in master's program, the course structure is actually not only diverse, but there are like most of the, there are some cream institutes in India that are producing really good, students and faculties as well. But most of the institutes will not be having the adequate and the comprehensive syllabus that we need to have in terms of having programming skills,
Yeah,
and in terms of having the mathematical part. to be included there also. And to my surprise also, I find most of the institutes having a very outdated syllabus these days also. I mean, they are still reading the Say's law and things like that. I mean, I'm not saying that those things are not relevant, but economic theory and application have moved forward like immensely. So we need to update that sort of thing to orient our students to actually at least go to the international level and to match up with the other students as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, and to be honest, if you see in terms of publications of economics research students in India, there are a few who are doing really a fantastic job. I mean, there is no doubt in that. But most people are actually struggling to publish in a good journal because of only one first thing is that not being a native English speaking country. Though India has, second to US has the, most English speaking population in India, but while it comes to academic writing, we are not that much prone, to good papers actually to develop an argument and things like that. So in that domain also we are very much struggling. So now I come to the role that researchers and teachers have in dealing with these things. As I mentioned about my faculty members till now, and today in India, the journals, the India based journals, I think they are not doing a very good job in terms of like at least responding to students queries, and their publication processes are not very up to the mark, to be honest, to facilitate a speed publication, or at least a speed rejection even
Yeah.
of the students publishing papers. And here the teachers, like if you know the Aditya there is somewhere I think in Osaka University. He is doing a very fantastic job of, he has this Sambad thing working on. So there, if you're subscribing there, you get almost daily updates of really good job conferences that are happening all around India. That social media is flooded with this sort of information. This
Yeah.
But the thing is that too much of information also like leads to attention deficiency, and people miss out on certain things that are very important to them. And the second thing is that there are several institutes like IJDR. They have the Econ Job newsletter. That's very much important part of, I think anyone doing economics research in India, because they have newly published articles by Indians there. They have newly published databases. They have conference updates and things like that. So I think we are living in a society with too much information
Yeah.
that people are yeah, so it's like the Weaver theory of like too much chasing too less. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. So we are suffering of that thing. So, and there are also many teachers are doing a great job, to be honest, a commendable job in terms of facilitating students, in terms of, giving tweets even. They're doing a great job. So what
Mhm.
we can do, I think, fostering this step forward is that if they can be more and more even approachable in terms of answering the questions that that people are having in their mind. And to be honest, there is some sort of fear in the students in masters or an early career or PhD to reach out to these people. Like honestly, this might sound a very rudimental thing, but they think that they are very big people and they will not respond. But to my experience, I have reached out to many people, starting from Nobel laureates to good people in India. I have hardly faced this problem that they are not responding. They
Yeah.
are actually really good people and they are responding back thoroughly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there is this responsibility of students to realize that we can reach out to these people for help, and for the faculty also to dedicate some time to actually, enabling people to do such things. And definitely, lastly, this point is that training is a very important part of economics education. To be honest, there are very, a wide-ranging softwares starting from Stata, Python, MATLAB, and things like that is there. But not only people realize the uses of that thing, they also don't have the introduction to that thing, and then people are really scared of, and they end up doing some really simple things. I'm telling you about one of my experiences that I had
Yeah. Please.
with yeah
Please tell us.
with
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was some conference with the Indian origin editors at a very good journals. So there is some editor from Journal of Health Economics, Development Economics, and I think Population Development Review also someone is there. So the point that they gave is that Indian students, they have really good questions, and I mean, and they are sorry about this fact, but they have to desk reject many of the Indian papers, not because they are, I mean, having bad questions, but because how they brought up the answers to these questions in terms of very systematic way. So that orientation that we are definitely lacking, and I don't think, I mean, economic students in India are not interested. They are definitely interested and they can do a great job of it. But I mean, I think we need I mean, a greater dissemination of quality knowledge and teaching and training in economics research in India. And I think the associations like Indian Economic Association, Indian Society of Labor Economics, and the Econometric Society that we have, they can do, I mean, much better job in this realm as well. But I think there we also will need public and private intervention in terms of financial help and, I mean, orientation, and to or do that. So yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, so what you are saying is that the economic research is not world class, and their students aren't helped enough, otherwise they could be world class.
Exactly.
Exactly. They could do a much, much better job,
Much better.
provided the focus is there, the attention is there. You do get, like you said, help from teachers in undergraduate and masters, but it sort of ends there. And
Exactly.
the research is really not set up to be as good as it could be, right? That's what I hear you say. People,
Exactly. And I mean, there is
students are
apprehension
scared.
on both the sides.
Yeah,
Yes.
students are scared. They don't know where it will take them. Okay, I think it's a valid, I think it's a very helpful idea to hear from you, because you are doing research yourself, so you are in the middle of it, and you are current, you know what's going on, and I hope your own research is successful, and
Thank you.
let's see where it takes you. Where
Thank you.
I mean, it has brought you. You've come far. I mean, it's from a village. It's a big journey. It's a very successful journey, and you should feel that. Look, you've been helped, but you have come far, and I'm sure you will go
Yes.
far. And
Yes.
let's see whether you come back in 1 year and tell me what has happened. Have your ideas changed? Can you find a way to actually do something about what you are saying is a problem? If you can talk, I mean, I know PhD research gives you no spare time, it's a full-time occupation, and
Exactly.
it's very tough to actually do anything else. But in case you do something, let's know, and also let's hear from you what you're. I mean, I'm still an academically oriented person. I like to hear research findings, though many people don't, because they don't find them practical, but I do. So let's listen to you 1 year from now and see
Definitely.
what you have thought and what you have found, and we'll see you then. But before we go, do you have anything you want to add?
Uh, yeah, I think one thing that is there that I would like to add. I mean, I read the papers that my peers are writing, and I read a lot of, I mean, international journal papers. And what I think is that, I mean, uh, people are scared of this putting in the effort to bring mathematical theoretical part to their model.
Yeah,
And packages give us this opportunity to go on and estimate any difficult models with little bit of orientation, but we are still unaware of what's going underneath the package.
yeah,
And that's I mean, crucial advantage that I mean, people publishing abroad have, like, they have a strong theoretical background in terms of deriving things in a mathematical perspective. And I think that a few of the really good economics papers in India, by, I mean, I'm talking about PhD students, definitely can get leveraged in terms of achieving a good journal space if, I mean, we can add that thing there. And again, that comes from training and orientation, definitely.
okay,
So yeah, that's
okay,
it.
great. We do need more research on India's problems. Many people think, oh, it's just enough to be practical and just do things on the basis of your uh, intuition or whatever. But really, they're missing the point that their intuition is nothing but what some economist found 50 years ago.
Exactly.
There's no such, they're just living on the past, because
Exactly.
they're not living in today, they're not living in the future. We do need to have a better understanding of
Exactly.
our own country and of our own economy. And certainly, I hope you can make an effort. So, okay, so let's say bye to the viewers here. And hopefully we'll come, if you are interested, we'll come back to you in 1 year and see what you are doing. Okay, so bye,
Definitely, sir. Thank you
everybody.
so much.
Okay, bye, everybody. I'll be back soon with another expert or another young person. And he's on his way to becoming an expert. So next year, I won't call him a young person. I'll call him an expert. Till then,
Thank you so
bye-bye.
much.
Okay, bye, everybody.